was she like? What was it? I mean, so you got to know her a little bit, got to see her at a couple games. How was it?
It was okay.
It's no secret that Donna Kelce isn't a fan of Travis's relationship with Taylor Swift, but what she decided to do over the holiday season made her disapproval extremely clear. So how exactly has Donna been making it known that she still doesn't want anything to do with her son's girlfriend? The truth about how she's been taking a stand against Taylor is honestly insane, so let's get into it. Donna has been trying her hardest to divide her time fairly between Jason and Travis for a long time now. Over the last 10 years, she's put a lot of effort into attending as many of their football games as possible. But even though she's made it a priority to show the same amount of support to each of her sons, that's been getting increasingly difficult for her lately. By now, it's become clear that Donna seriously dislikes Taylor and the fact that she's dating her son. But instead of attempting to pretend like she enjoys Taylor's company, she's been taking a completely different approach altogether. Lately, Donna has been steering clear of Taylor. It seems like she's actually been trying to completely avoid her as often as she possibly can. But even though that sometimes makes it hard for her to spend time with Travis, she's not about to willingly start hanging out with Taylor anytime soon. As a result of Donna doing her best to avoid Taylor, she understandably hasn't been able to split her time quite as equally between Jason and Travis. Unfortunately, that also means that she recently had to make an incredibly tough choice. Even though Donna didn't spend Thanksgiving with Travis, she decided to skip seeing him on Christmas as well. Because of her supposed intense negative feelings towards Taylor, she pretty much had no other option but to pick a side. Donna ultimately chose to spend the holidays with Jason and his family instead of visiting Travis and possibly having to socialize with Taylor. But she also decided to stay away from Kansas City on Christmas for an unbelievably surprising reason. Interestingly, both of the Kelce brothers were scheduled to play on Christmas Day. But instead of supporting Travis and the Chiefs in Kansas City, Donna cheered on Jason at the Eagles game in Philadelphia. Apparently, she was really determined to keep her distance from Taylor and her parents. It turns out that Taylor, her mom Andrea, her brother Austin, and her dad Scott attended Travis's game on Christmas Day. But the holiday wasn't the only reason it was a special occasion. The Swift family had watched the game from the stadium suite, and they were joined by Travis's father, Ed. It was honestly a big moment, and it had actually been in the works for over a month. What Taylor and Travis had originally planned was truly bizarre. In November, a source claiming to have inside knowledge told US Weekly what the next steps were in Travis and Taylor's romance. The insider revealed that because the couple's relationship had been getting more serious, they felt like it was important for their parents to meet for the first time. The source claimed that Taylor and Travis were hoping to introduce their parents to each other at the Chiefs versus Eagles game, but things didn't exactly go according to plan. Because of a last-minute change to Taylor's tour dates, she wasn't even in the United States that day. She ended up having to perform a show in Brazil the same night as the Chiefs versus Eagles game, so she and Travis decided to reschedule their parents' introduction. Taylor and Travis had also initially wanted Donna to be included in the first-time meeting, which makes total sense. It was a pretty major milestone for both families, although it clearly wasn't quite as meaningful to Donna. Most parents would have probably agreed to the introduction in the first place, even if they weren't fully on board. Who wouldn't want to get to know the family that their child could potentially be marrying into and spending the rest of their lives around? However, Donna's disapproval of Taylor had obviously outweighed any other feelings she had about the meeting. She decided to skip the introduction and spend Christmas in Philadelphia so that she could watch Jason play football instead. Donna supported Jason and the rest of the Eagles at the game, and she was joined by Kylie Kelce. The two women spent the majority of the game together, and they appeared to be enjoying each other's company like usual. If it hadn't already been apparent that Donna prefers spending time with Kylie over Taylor, the photo she posted on Instagram from the game made that crystal clear. The women were both smiling as they posed for the pictures, and Donna's body language was also incredibly telling. Donna didn't look like she was desperately trying to turn her body away from Kylie, like she did when she first met Taylor. Even if she had simply felt nervous about meeting her son's new, super famous girlfriend, it's not like she's a stranger to random, unexpected photo ops. Donna usually agrees to take pictures with fans as long as they respectfully approach her and ask politely. But in the countless fan photos that have been shared on the internet, there's a similar detail that's impossible to ignore. Donna almost never appears to be unhappy when she's posing with other people. But in the photos that have been taken of her standing next to Taylor in the stadium suite, she looks absolutely miserable. Does she really hate her so much that she can't even fake being okay for one game game every couple of months, Donna definitely didn't have to pretend to be happy on Christmas since she was able to celebrate with Jason, Kylie, and her 3 granddaughters. But just 1 week later, she actually ended up coming face to face with Taylor at the Chiefs' New Year's Eve game. Believe it or not, when Donna spoke to People magazine before the game began, she basically refused to even acknowledge Taylor's existence. When she was asked who she would be watching Travis's game with, she gave an insanely snide response. Donna replied that she predicted that she would be surrounded by family, friends, and Chiefs fans at the game. Nobody expected her to act like she was thrilled that Taylor would also be in attendance, but she also didn't have to be so snarky and avoidant. It honestly seems like Donna is expecting, or at least hoping, that Travis and Taylor's relationship isn't going to last. Otherwise, wouldn't she try to be a little more civil for her son's sake? But as the couple's relationship continues to get more and more serious, Donna should probably keep an open mind. She might want to consider at least trying to accept that Taylor will most likely be sticking around the Kelce family for a while. It's absolutely crazy that Donna has essentially been shutting Taylor out of her life for months. Ever since Travis and Taylor's relationship started, she's been acting totally unimpressed and completely disinterested in getting to know her son's girlfriend. Meanwhile, Taylor's mom and dad seem to be extremely happy for her. It also helps that they appear to get along really well with Travis, especially Scott. And of course, Travis's dad already spilled the tea on how he truly feels about Taylor months ago. Ed hasn't even tried to hide the fact that he approves of Taylor dating his son, or that he was very impressed by her right off the bat. Shortly after the first time he met her, he revealed that he had been pleasantly surprised by how down-to-earth and genuinely kind she was. It's safe to say that Donna is the only parent in the group who seems to have an actual problem with Travis and Taylor's relationship. And it's obvious that the issue really only lies with Donna's opinion of her son's girlfriend, despite how friendly Taylor has been to her. Donna has tried to claim that her first rude comments about Taylor were misconstrued, but she's had quite a few opportunities to turn things around for the better, and it always seems like she's just trying to cover her tracks. Not to mention, improving her bond with Taylor doesn't appear to be anywhere on Donna's list of priorities. If anything, it seems like she's been focusing on a totally opposite goal lately, by avoiding Taylor whenever she can. Donna has also been creating distance between herself and Travis. It's clear that she's already chosen a side since she's been spending more time with Jason and his family. Maybe in the future, Donna will be able to stand being around Taylor more often, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, now that we've talked about her recent bizarre behavior and how she's been making her disapproval of Taylor known, I want to know what you guys think. What are your thoughts on Donna's decision to go and see Jason and his family in Philadelphia instead of finally meeting Taylor's parents for the first time? And do you think that she'll eventually learn to deal with being around Taylor? Let me know in the comments below.